Welcome to my channel. My name's Jazz and you're watching my Halloween edition. If you're looking for fun, pretty easy Halloween makeup tutorials, you've come to the right place. Today we're doing this melting face tutorial. This was really influenced by Mimi Choi, or @Mimmels on Instagram. She does an awesome melting face as well as lots of other optical illusions. You should totally check her out. I will link her Instagram down below in the description box. So start with your face makeup how you usually do it. Foundation, eyes, brows, all that stuff. And then we're just gonna add melting features on top of that. So I'm starting out with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and creating the white part of my eye dripping down my face. I leave a little gap in the middle because I'm gonna make my iris look like it's dripping as well. So I wanna get that iris color on the waterline instead of the white. But otherwise, I'm completely filling in drippy shapes with this white pencil. I chose to make my drips pretty round on the bottom, so I continue this theme throughout my entire face. You could do yours skinnier or drippier or however you see fit. Next, I'm taking some black eyeshadow on a small brush. This is actually a lip brush. I'm just shading on either side directly beneath my eye. And then as we get to the drips, I pick a side and I shade only on that side. So I want the shadow to be on your left as you're looking at this, my right, and also on the bottom of each drip. I switch over to this tinier brush. This came with the Tartist clay paint liner. It's really small and precise to get a smaller line of black as the shadows. Then I go in with a gray eyeshadow with the same small brush and do a little shading on the white part of the drips on the same side the shadow's on. Going back in with the Milk pencil just to add a little touch of shine. And onto the iris. I chose a dark green eyeshadow to match my iris color, and I just draw it directly under my iris, melting down into that white. When you do this, you want to look straight at your mirror, not at any angle one way or the other, so you know exactly where the underneaths of your irises line up on your face. You also want to get that right in the waterline so it really connects and looks like your eye is dripping down with no space in between. Now that our eyes look like sunny side up eggs, onto the lips. I'm using this Wet n Wild gel lip liner and lining my top lip like normal. On the bottom lip, I'm going to add a few drips. This basically is the same process over and over again, so you just want to be creative about where the drips go, how they're styled, and how you shade and highlight them. When I fill these in, I'm leaving a small spot for a white highlight. That just really adds more dimension and makes them look 3D. And I just use this lip liner to fill in my entire lips. Using that really small brush, I'm going in with some black to add some shadows. And again, you still want to stay on the same side as the rest of your face. Your whole face has to have the shadows on the same side of the drips. Taking that first brush, the lip brush, that's a little fluffier and kind of smoking out that shadow. And here's where I add that highlight. I go back in with my finger to blend that out a little bit more. Then I decided I wanted to add one big drip on that side of my face. It was looking a little sparse. So here I am adding that drip. And again, shading it, switching between those two brushes, adding a gray shadow, and a little white pop-up highlight. Then I decided to make my brows drippy as well. For this, I just used my Dip Brow pomade that I already used on my eyebrows. I think if I were to do this again, I would just pick a closely shaded brown color. I must admit this tutorial is a bit redundant, but I felt it was necessary to show you how I went about each different feature on my face. And adding the shadows and highlights can be a little tricky, so the more times you see it done, the better you will be at it. Once I have them all in a nice placement, I go back in, add shadows again, with two different brushes, and a little white highlight all over again. Once you feel sufficiently melted, that's it. The trick to making this look really good when you're in person is to make sure your irises line up with that iris makeup. So you can't really tilt your chin down or move your eyes from side to side. It helps if you tilt your chin back. And then your bottom lash line kind of hits halfway up your irises and it really melts together with the makeup really well. At this rate, this is how hot we're gonna feel on Halloween anyway. So you're pretty much equipped for whatever sweaty mess you get yourself into. You can always hit that classic, "I'm melting" face. And if your makeup smudges, I mean, it just goes with it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave to catch more Halloween videos coming this month. Thanks for watching.